The features of the high velocity blow dryer. You want the high velocity blow dryer to have a setting where you can adjust the temperature and the volume of the airflow. Not just having an on and off setting. That's gonna be very tricky to use on your doggy and to get them used to the high velocity blow dryer sound and sensation. You want the high velocity blow dryer to have a very similar setting to focus the airflow in a smaller spot. Now it can be a rounded thing or it can be a line shape. It doesn't really matter as long as it's focused, so it's not gonna be very fast airflow going all over the doggy's body. We want to work on a specific spot so the dog is going to be comfortable and we can keep airflow out from the ears and head area. Which areas do I recommend to use the high velocity blow dryer? My nail file is going to help me to show you the angles and which areas. I use the high velocity blow dryer all over the body except for the head and the tail and the privates. The rest of the body can handle the high velocity blow dryer, those can, so don't even attempt. On a longer coat, like on the tail, on a tiny rope, it will mess up and tangle the hair so badly that you're not gonna believe it. So skip the tail with the high velocity blow dryer. And the head is just so sensitive that even on the lowest setting of the high velocity blow dryer, your doggy is not going to forgive you to try to use it on the head. Let me show you why I don't use the high velocity blow dryer on doggy faces. So how I do it, I go up until behind the ears here and the neckline. So anything on the front of the head, like here, is going to be blow dried with the small blow dryer or air dried, and the rest can get the high velocity blow dryer from here. Sometimes when the cheeks are really tight, the doggy has a lot of hair in there and it's hard to detangle them because it has a lot of curls. Sometimes I go a little bit higher from the neckline on the jaws, but not on the highest setting, nowhere close, like on a low or medium kind of setting to open it up in case there are no mats there. Now note that the blow dryer will open up tighter curls, tangles, and looser mats, but on medium to tricky mats, it's not gonna do a thing except for causing discomfort for the dog because the high velocity blow dryer is just jerking on the big bunch of mat. It's not gonna open up. So to do the 1 minute brushing with the high velocity blow dryer, you need a well prepared coat. Let it be heavy or thinner, it doesn't matter, as long as there are only tangles and light mats around the doggy that the high velocity blow dryer will be able to handle. Directions to use the blow dryer on, very similar to the small one. We try to keep it away from the head and from the tail. How do we do that? We hold the ears and pressing on the ear canal so it's gonna be nice and more quiet for the doggy. And I use this 45-degree angle comparing to the spine, so it's gonna be staying away from the rest of the body. Whenever I'm away from the head and working on the line, I use the 90-degree angle. And whenever I'm using the high velocity blow dryer, in case the doggy can handle it and is used to it, unless I go very slow. But in case the doggy can handle it, if you wiggle the blow dryer, it will just whip out the hair, whip out the water from the hair so easily and so effectively that the blow drying will go even faster. Another quick tip for you to get the doggy dryer sooner, super detailed towel drying. Use like 4 or 5 large towels. And whenever it comes to blow drying, whenever you're not working on an area, after the wiggling of the blow dryer, you move the blow dryer away, wipe the area with a towel, a small one like washcloth, and then go back with the blow dryer, and then it's gonna be drier way sooner, so it does worth it to wipe off whatever the blow dryer was whipping out from the coat. Handling the blow dryer. Whenever it comes to the high velocity blow dryer, Again, there are 3 things, and I'm showing you 2 only because the first one is sniffing it, so that's a fairly easy one. While the blow dryer is off, let the doggy sniff it. The two tricky ones are the sound and the sensation. Now, the sound part, that's why I ask you to get a blow dryer where you can adjust the volume of the airflow, so the sound will be adjusted as well. So whenever you are introducing the blow dryer to the doggy for the first time, then the high velocity one after the small one, then the doggy will, in case the doggy hears the lowest setting, then they're gonna be adjusting way easier, and you can play on the volume a little bit later after the dog is okay with that. Once the dog is okay with the sniffing and the sound parts, you can introduce the sensation. How do you do that? You ask for the doggy's attention, they look at you, and you switch the thing on the lowest possible setting, nozzle away from the doggy. And that's why I suggest you to get a blow dryer with a really long hose, because the further away the motor is from the dog, the less of a sound is going to impact your dog's behavior. So that's going to give you a huge advantage in case you can move the motor and the whole machine away. It's just a nozzle which is closer to your doggy. Whenever this thing is on, you can move, and the dog is okay with the sound, you can move the nozzle close. How to hold a high velocity blow dryer. I like to get a good grip by the base here. Don't put your hand on the hose because that's gonna leave marks and you're gonna get very tired. And I like to get a good grip with a full hand, so it's gonna be easier. Once you're using it on a higher setting, it's gonna be very powerful, so expect a good workout on your hands and palm. So you are holding the blow dryer this way and you are moving it around the dog. In case your hand gets tired, you can switch back to this one. In case your hand gets really tired for a really curly, longer lasting blow drying for your doggy, you can put the thing on your shoulder and you can work your way this way, so it's going to be a little rest for your hands, arms. What is the high velocity blow dryer good for? I love to use it to find mats and just get a better understanding of, for example, a first-timer client who is an adult, so I can give a better estimate for the client and I can give them an idea how crazy the matted situation is. It's also good for loosening tangles and mats, just like the small one. It's a little bit more powerful one. So whenever it comes to brushing out a curly doodle, I love to use the big blow dryer, the high velocity blow dryer first before the brushing, because that's going to loosen up the coat way easier. So when it comes to brushing, it's going to be like third of the time what it would be without the high velocity blow dryer. Amazing for the de-shedding protocol. It's also good for drying hair, and checking the skin, so you can find allergies, sensitive spots, fleas. I don't really like to suggest it for fleas though, because in case you're blow drying them out, they're gonna fly all over the place. It's not that they jump like crazy, they're gonna fly all over it, and it's not good. So it's much easier if you just stick the doggy in the bath and with a flea shampoo and just get rid of them like that, because you can just drain them while they're dead and you don't have to fetch them in the house. And finding injuries. I had few clients come to me just for a good blow drying and search on their doodle because they got attacked at the dog park, and the vet could not find puncture wounds on the doggy, so I had to take a look. I was that kind of thing, investigator with a blow dryer, a big one, and on a low setting, so I'm not opening up the holes on the doggy, poor thing. But it was very helpful to see the skin, and I was able to take images while the blow dryer was opening up the coat. So the parent was able to see, like, there's a hole on the neck and there and butt area and whatnot, and how crazy the situation is. So I was able to trim the hair around there after the blow drying part, and I was able to target the areas specifically. I'm thankful for the blow dryer, the big one, because without that I would not be able to do that, or it would take forever, but definitely not that detailed.